for another big HBO pay-per-view. You know, I think also there's some of the thought process going into that as well.
Why did the public want this fight so badly?
It's interesting, you know. There's a curiosity about it. Anytime there's a curiosity about it, you want that curiosity to be satisfied. I think the public now has what they wanted. I think there's a lot of people in the mixed martial arts world that actually think, well, Conor can win the fight. As ridiculous as boxing fans might think it is, they'll watch the fight because it's a spectacle. So I think everybody has their reasoning to watch it. At the end of the day, this spectacle will be watched.
Is the boxing world being too salty, bitter? Is there something we don't see here?
Come on, man. The boxing fans are the weirdest fans in the world. You know what I mean? They get unhappy about anything. They get a good fight and they're unhappy about it. You know what I mean? So I don't think a niche market being salty is going to really affect the fight, because at the end of the day, boxing is a niche market, especially in America. So I think a niche market being salty and still buying the pay-per-view anyway, I don't think it's going to affect anything.
Any disappointment that he didn't take the fight with you first?
Yeah, of course. but you know, if Conor would have fought anybody else with Floyd, he would have probably been exposed as a lesser boxer than people think he is, and then he wouldn't have got the Floyd fight. So I think this is probably the best strategic move for everybody involved.
Ollie, in all honesty, would you be able to hurt Mcgregor? You're not known as the biggest puncher, but
I don't think it's about hurting him. I think it's about when you're so much better than somebody, you're walking them down, beating them up. It probably, you know, it leads to bad things happening. You know, so you know, being stuck in the ring with 36 minutes with a guy who you can't compete with, it's not fun. You know, it's not a good feeling. You know, it's not a 30-second ass kick. It's a bad ass whoop. The ass whoop becomes bad. So punches are punches at the end of the day, and they end up becoming that. And I got to get back to my Sky team. My boss has told me.
Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you.
Thanks.